They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
Description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, he still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw once more on second and 10. Willis.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that run.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, so understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They go play action with Willis.
Going deep downfield for Ross.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's the backup Smith. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Now Hill to return it. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Willis with another keeper.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And this returnable for Hill. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action with Willis.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Willis now off play action.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Third down, it's Willis.
And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
Fourth down, Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down.
And Washington will have another turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the interception, here's Smith. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Smith.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
To throw is Smith.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Brian Johnson now for the extra point.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a give to Mostert running right. Finding space at the 40.
They find some open field here.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Now this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for it. He's coming at you anyway.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
To throw, here's Willis. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit. Looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 66 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. They complete it to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now Gino on 1st down. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd and 5. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
Not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Gino. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 38.
1st and 10, Willis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Washington. Dalton Schultz, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Johnson for the extra point try.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 24, Dolphins 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First and 10, it's Willis.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They go play action with Willis.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
18, Pioneer, 60 Maverick.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
They go play action with Willis.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Smith. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff. Barkley running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they step him behind the line. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there. It also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Completes it to Samuel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
And Johnson's kick is good,
and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Willis. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
At my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading, God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof, kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal, no disguise needed. A voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to keep the faith and know that. Well, guess you got mine, I got your back. I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to keep the faith and know that. Well, guess you got mine, I got your back. I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the. I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call